Good morning, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is why to lift. So, yeah, you got to have a reason to do anything, don't you? I don't know. I just love the lifting. I love the effect. I love being big and strong. I love people not messing with me. Of course, I don't go out of my way to go to places where people are going to mess with you, but there are times where they do, and you see that, and I just don't get that because I'm a larger guy with a lot of muscle, and I look tough, even though I'm nice and easygoing. But yeah, that's a big reason why, to be strong enough not to get pushed around. Even in normal life, when you're bigger and stronger, you don't get pushed around that much. You know, you get your way a little bit more often. You get a little bit of preferential treatment here and there. Not always, but a lot of that is still kind of an after effect of being married. My wife gave me such little preferential treatment that I was used to having none from her, so getting it from anyone else wasn't going to happen. You know, why else to lift? Well, for your health, of course. As you age, especially, you want to be stronger, and that's where you see where older people suffer the most, because doing the simplest things are impossible for them. Opening a jar, putting something up over their head, bending over to pick something up, getting off the toilet, getting out of bed. That's where you really need your strength. You don't really need to run a mile to go about your daily life, right? Running a mile isn't really a way to make your old age that much better, other than if you're thin enough to run a mile. That would probably be good. But let's just say, in general, a lot of old people aren't going to be able to run at all, right? They're going to be too frail. If they take a step, they're going to shatter a hip or a knee, right? So the lifting is what keeps your bones strong, improves your muscle tone, improves your strength, so you can actually do things in life. So give that some thought. I mean, that's a big reason why. The health. What else? They're big, not messed with. The health. The other thing is, it makes you look better. Now you'll look at me and say, well, you don't really look that great. But I just think about it. What would I look like if I didn't lift? Well, I'd be very much heavier, very much fatter, have even a puffier face. I'd have little thin arms and a big belly. There'd be nothing there for me. So to me, it makes me look better. And I think the evidence is all around us that the best looking men and women do some weight training. Their bodies are more pleasing when you've been trained with weights. Everybody looks better. You know, maybe selfishly, I'd like a little sexier world. It's kind of hard to look at people and they don't really look that great. You know, they're very, very obese and puffy and rolly. They don't even, I'm biased, but a big man with some muscle to me is better than a big man without any muscle. I mean, that seems kind of obvious. A woman who's doesn't lift and has let herself go is not that nice to look at. So that's another thing. You look better. Another thing is you feel better. Now, I have that video on. You don't feel that great after lifting, but I'm talking about in general. You feel good about yourself because you're stronger. You have more muscle. You look better. You feel, that goes into the feeling. When you feel better about yourself, and you can carry on the day's task without so much difficulty. You don't have to ask for help for every little thing you do. For one thing, you feel better about yourself. So I guess those are some of the main reasons. You know, you could come up with your own reasons. it might help you. A big one when you're younger is it helps you to perform better at your sport, or whatever sport or pastime you're in. Football players, baseball, basketball, golf, bowling, hunting, fishing, all those things, volleyball, soccer, everything helps you. All the lifting helps you with all those sports. If you're stronger than the person you're playing against, or just as strong, there's going to be a better competition. You're going to feel better about it. In football, it's critical to be big and strong. In basketball too, it all helps for your sport. Maybe your sport is just being in bed, right, with somebody else. Well, that will help that sport too. So give those ideas some thought. That's all for now.